I introduce myself. I'm Dr. Kamaraj, Kamaraj Rajendran, basically from Tamil Nadu, South India. Yeah, the workshop explains the 5 A's of medicine called Ayush, isn't it? So that's the title that's been given. I will be talking a bit more about it and then beyond it as well. So there is a medicines we talk about, like 5 way of medicine, which is Ayush, which is we call it not only Indian, like a Asian traditional system of medicine, which comes from 16,000 years of experience, of evidence, and of passed down generation by generation. The medicine, like last 4,000 years, has been evidence-based medicine. When there is two big yogis, saints, they call Susruta and Saraka Samhita. So Susruta Samhita, Saraka Samhita, Samhita means the book. Now we call it book. The evidence-based. One was the surgeon, so it is all his teachings about surgery. The another one is all his teaching about medicines, like the lifestyle, the medicines. So Susruta is the master of surgery, which is 4,000 years ago. He developed the surgical school, actually the medical school, the ancient medical school. And then he wrote books and he passed on the knowledge from time to time. The Charaka is the one other side of the medicine, which is like the herbalism, the lifestyle, the disciplines, the principles, what is good for the better life, for the well-being, for the better generations, for the better humanity. So he created a procedure, but that's not he created it. He made a system, he made a syllabus. So where his knowledge comes from is another 10,000 years before. So going beyond this kind of educations, because this is all about conscious medicines. It's been passed down. Even modern medicine, we call it. The ancient medicine, the modern medicine. So I don't call it as an alternative medicines, because that is not alternative system. That was the main medicine for many, many generations, many, many thousand years. And even right now what we're calling, it is not a main medicine. This is also alternative medicines that we used to follow from a long time. So the system of medicine right now is the alternative system of medicine. So we call it as a modern medicine. We are living in a modern life, isn't it? So after 200, 300 years back, afterwards, people will talk, that is a modern medicine, this is a traditional medicine, isn't it? So the word changes from generation to generation. So moving into the deeper side, let's close your eyes for a moment. So we take 1 minute, little break from everything. The things you are here for, the things you come from, the things you want to be. If you're finding difficult to be silent, just count your breath. Let's do 3 ohms. Inhale. 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 Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Thank you. This chant comes from very long time, isn't it? So, Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. All the beings be free, all the beings be happy. So that is the medicine, isn't it? When you raise your vibration, not only for yourself, for others, all the beings, that when you take it as a medicine, the medicine only talks about humans, humanity. But the traditional way is not just for the humans. The medicine has been there for the 5 elements. The medicine is there for all the species, the sustainable living. So we are part of the species. So all the beings be free. All the beings be happy. Are we keeping them happy? That's the question. Yeah. So we kill everything to survive, isn't it? We use everything to survive. So that's why there are a lot of things has been hidden, a lot of secrets, a lot of conscious medicines has been put away from the people, from the masters. They don't want us to know anymore because they want us to find our own way. This is where the sixth sense, as humans, we use our sixth sense to achieve the seventh senses. So the sixth sense is not enough for us to have our conscious connection. So you have to go beyond the sixth sense to reach into the higher consciousness. So that's the spiritual part. So the medicine always being used as a 4 aspect of human beings. One is our physical form, which is the structure, and then the mind, the 3 way of mind. Manas, Buddhi, Ahangara, which is the conscious mind, the intellectual mind, and the ego. So the 3 aspects of mind. And the emotions. Emotions always been taught in the tradition is comfortable and uncomfortable emotions. So there is no positive emotions, negative emotions. Sometimes the sadness makes you comfortable. Yeah. Sometimes just being angry makes you happy. Isn't it? As soon as you just shout at somebody, then you're I'm free. Isn't it? Everything is gone. So it is not negative. It is comfortable for you to be the way it is. Yeah. Sometimes having a disease makes you comfy, isn't it? Being lazy, not doing anything, just 24 hours. My God, I'm just happy. I take enough rest. It mean to be. We make a little excuse. Oh, it mean to be. I mean to be have a sick, isn't it? So it's fine. It's a blessing. So there are ways that we can take it with our own benefit, with our own excuses to survive in this life. How long are we going to survive? Not till the world ends, isn't it? The world begins somewhere that we don't even know. The world is going to end somewhere that we don't even know. So we are just a little ants living in there. Only humans have many ways of living. If you take an ant, the ant has the discipline, it's a principle, and it's a culture of life. How they want to live, what they want to do, and how they want to go away. When you take the birds, you take all the animals, all the other species, you take a worm, they know their purpose of life, what they are here for. But humans, we're still looking for it, isn't it? That's why we are here. What do you want to do? So these all been taught and given by our older generation, but it is called as a medicine. So that means only when you have a problem, then you go to them. But it's not just the problem you go to them. This is where the divide comes. When you take it, it is become a medicine. Then okay, I don't have any problem. I don't need to go to the person to ask for the guidance or instructions or principles that you need to follow, the disciplines. So when they take the body, the mind, and the emotions, comfortable and uncomfortable emotions, and then another 4th main thing is the spirit, the spirituality. So that is also part of the medicine which has been followed for many, many thousand years. So if you go to there is a village. In the village, everybody's there. There's a ruler, and there's a farmers, there is a washing people, there's a hairdressing people, and there is a people who come to the temple. Everybody had their duties, everybody had their responsibilities living in a community. I'm talking about 1,000 years. Um, and then there is a way of life they followed, and there is a physician also there in the village. And that knowledge that, as I'm talking about the yogic knowledge, they passed on generation by generation. So if you go with the certain problems, and they know from your all the generations where you come from, they know from your ancestors, your great grandfather, your grandfather, and what they had, what problem they had, and they know what season you are living now, and they know what herbs is going around at the moment, and what kind of disease spreading around, and they know what kind of marriage, what woman came into your life if you got married, what the men came into your life when you got married, and what kind of food you are eating, what nature of water. Then water nature also changes time to time. Like our body recycles every 7 days. Our elements that changes every 7 days. So same like the water also, it's not same all the time. So it has its own cycle. It has its own way of changing its vibration. So according to that, they know what helps and what earth quality, what the air quality you are living in, and what is the divine forces at the moment. That is where comes the astrology. Have anyone come across the astrology? There's a Vedic astrology and Western astrology. They all come from the one astrological manifestation, which is the magnetic field around our planet to the other planets into the galaxy, and it goes beyond. So they count that part as well. So what planet energy going through and what particular areas. According to that physician, as soon as you go into the little sickness or little illness, and they know what you need to be done. And they will teach you the discipline, they teach you what to follow, what not to follow. Because within the village, for many, many generations, they know each and every corner. How you live, what you do, what you should not do. To be honest, they will tell you when you can have a sex with your own wife and when you should not. It has been taught openly. Can you accept that? No. Who wants to tell me? This is not what I married for. But it is true. Even the marriage happened, the astrologer, the spiritual medicine person will explain, okay, the first night we call it, isn't it? So this is the time you are allowed to have a first night, even that astrologically you are married, and according to that, they fix the date for the men and women to come together. Until that moment, even after marriage, it can be 6 months. So you are not allowed to be sleeping together. But that tradition is different. So that much voice knowledge they had it. Within the small community, you don't need to go around the world. They never travel around the world. They never left their territory. But they know all the vast knowledge and experience living in a one place. That is what called community. They live together. That's where the medicine come from. But the same physician, if they come from the different area, different county or different region of the country, then they will contact to the other person, like the exchange of marriage. So you get woman, they won't get married in the same village, same community. So they bring another woman or another man from the other community to get married to the next generation. So they have the knowledge. Right now we call it like the chromosomal imbalances and deficiencies, the DNA, and you should not marry your own bloodline. But those period they know how to get married. That's why they had the community systems. They had their names. Now we call them family names, isn't it? So this has come from those periods. So they decide which community you can get married and which relationship you should be having or not. So they will communicate with the one community to other communities and then see what is their environment to understand the knowledge. If the person is coming to this village from the other village, they should know what they're carrying it. what they're bringing from the other side. The good and bad, everything they will understand, so treat the family. So they look into that depth of healing people. Now all we have is ibuprofen and paracetamol. Fixes everything. Well, that's what been told for a while, isn't it? Not anymore. Yeah, I believed it, isn't it? When I was born and brought up until age of little, so that's what been told in my school. Yes. So it's a matter of your choice, choosing the path, having your wisdom to decide what you can do. Let's go into so this is spiritual level is very important. The spiritual level is understanding your own spirit and how you married and combined with the other soul into your life, the bondage you create, and then your environmental area, which temple, which worship with the five elements is been living together, and then how you are connected with your own element. So in the traditional way, when you talk about spirituality, it's not like a one guide, one spirit is for everyone. Every individual has their own constitutions. So the gurus, the leaders, the spiritual leaders in the community, they will look into your constitutional balance and see which frequency you are. And according to that frequency, they give you the prayers, the chantings, and they give you a little ideal. They create your own ideal. They give you your own symbol. So you focus into it, and then you worship and you expand your own creation. You expand your vibration according to your dominancy and predominancy of your constitution. And from there you raise your vibration above, isn't it? So if you have one molecule, not everyone is suitable for the same molecule. Not everyone is the same vibration, isn't it? If there is 1,000 people, all they have 1,000 vibrations. It's that complicated. So that's why they call it 72,000 nadis in each and individual bodies. That means you have 72,000 of portals within your body, mind, spirit, and everyone has different in that aspect. So you multiply 72,000 into 72,000. It's never-ending calculation. So that's what I'm trying to say is there is no one similar. So the real teachers, the conscious enlightened teachers, they understand your constitution. They understand what you are made up of and what you are capable of connecting with the higher energies, higher vibrations, and then they give you the initiation, and they give you the prayers, and they give you ideal where you can expand and develop, where your soul become more and more stronger than the body mind. And from there you connect with your higher spirit, and then you become an enlightened being in a certain period of time. I don't want to go too much into spirituality. We will talk about it. So that's the spirituality also important for your life principles and disciplines. And it has been a part of culture. That's where the culture comes from. So why we need a culture? Culture is another making a structure, having a syllabus of life. Because they know the people gonna have no structure. They're gonna follow the freedom, and they're gonna take over everything that is been necessary for the life, and the ignorance will go away, far away. So they created the culture, the discipline, and the principle. These three keys are very important for us having the well-being. So let's go back to the Ayush. The Ayush is the oldest tradition of practices, principles, and discipline and culture of the human being. And that teaches the human beings what is important and how necessary to give you the access to other species and other elements, how to look after. The A stands for Ayurveda. Does anyone know about Ayurveda? Yes, mostly everyone knows. Ayurveda is the science of life, birth to death. And the science gives you the true wisdom, the true knowledge, how you to live, how to survive, and how to die. Do you know how you're going to die? No. But that's what I mean. It gives you the science of life, and it gives you the principle of life, and then it teaches you what is the best way to enlighten, so your soul become higher purpose and the body become nothing. So the Ayurveda has the 3 constitutions and 7 salts, 7 combinations. So Vata, Pitta, Kapha, air, fire, water is the 3 constitution made up of your body, and the earth is below, and then the ether, the sky, is above. So the five elements, and within the 5 elements there are 7 salts: Rasa, Rakta, Mamasa, Maja, Veda, Sukla. That means the blood, the enzymes, the bones, the muscles. The 7 constitutions. Yeah. So all the seven salts, it has its own constitutional balance, its own 5 elements, its own Vata, Pitta, Kapha. So whichever the dominant, whichever the predominant. So 7 into 3 into 5. That's how the calculation is counted. So everyone has that many constitutions, and within the constitution, any little micro imbalance, that becomes disease, that becomes illness. So 7 into 5, how many? 35. 35 into 3, 115, isn't it? Yeah. So within 115 constitutions you have, they look into each and every constitution, and there, if any micro imbalance in one constitution, then you become a problem in your body. And it can be any problem. So the root cause is understanding the deep constitution and giving the right treatment, right therapy, through the air, through the fire, through the water, or through the space, whatever it is. It could be manifested in the physical body, mental body, emotional body, or spiritual body. So look into the aspect of which body has the micro imbalance, and treating that root cause gives you the illness away, and you become back to the normal. That is the Ayurvedic way of looking into it. And it can be treated by physical practice, it can be treated by prayers, it can be treated by taking a food supplement, or it can be treated by a massage. But the most pleasurable thing is massage in Ayurveda. So in Western country, very successfully Ayurveda spread out because it gives you the good oil massage. It started from there, and now it's all more like a lot of education. I've seen so much education around Ayurveda, and people are looking into very deep details, which is really great. So that is Ayush, the first department, which is Ayurveda. If you go after the Ayurveda, the Y stands for Yoga and Naturopathy. So it's a bilateral, like it's a two-way of healing. Naturopathy and yogic sciences. The naturopathy yogic sciences, which is my education, I mastered in, and then I studied the other departments after that. It has the 3 principles. One is prevention, curative, and post-care. So the prevention is the main key. So what are the preventive aspects? The naturopathy stands for drugless therapies, drugless lifestyle. Even the herbal, according to naturopathy, even taking Ayurvedic medicine is a drug. So it's that depth. If you're thinking like, oh, I'm going to take holy basil the whole time in my life, so it's going to keep me well and good, that means you are depending on something. So that is become a drug. Taking microdosage is the drug. Taking weed is a drug, isn't it? Anything, any painkillers, any insulin, or any blood thinners, any combinations that you're taking, or if I don't take ashwagandha, I feel lethargic, I feel weak, so ashwagandha want to keep me really nice and well-being forever in your life. That means still you are missing the constitution within the body. According to even Ayurveda, according to naturopathy, if there is a illness, if there is an imbalance in your body, it's okay to take the supplement or materials or external intuition or massage or therapies. It's okay to take certain period. So it depends on the imbalance in your constitution. Certain duration, certain periods you need to follow, and then after you have to let go of it. Otherwise it is not treating. So you are not treating the root cause. So naturopathy stands as a drugless medicine. So what all this is like hydrotherapy. Anyone studied any hydrotherapy book? There is a vast, it's like a big Bible about how you get treated by the water. I haven't finished the whole book yet. It's been 20 years, I couldn't finish it. Yeah, if you had a chance, please look into it. Like rational hydrotherapy, a book. It's a big Bible, and it will confuse you like anything. It's like studying a Sigmund Freud, the psychology book. But it has a very meaning. So you will understand your molecules, your constitutions. The reason I'm bringing the hydrotherapy in the first place, it is because 90 to 95% of our body is the fluid, which is water molecule, water constitution. So if you work with the water, you are able to manage to connect from the inner water element to external water element. You are capable of receiving the quality of healing. Then your most of the well-being, 95% of your problem is being cured. It will be maintained. So the hydrotherapy gives you the vast range, and it has many modalities how you can get treated. It's not only swimming in the ocean is the hydrotherapy. It's not only soaking in the water hydrotherapy. There are different elements to it. So the next hydrotherapy is the mud therapy. Anyone experienced mud therapy before? So there are many ways of applying mud, connecting the mud. Again, it's the understanding the constitution, understanding the nature of the problem in your body, mind, spirit, and applying the mud in a certain ratio, in a certain way, in a certain duration, in a certain time of the day. That gives you the clarity, the clear picture of how to treat the root. And then magnetotherapy, the magnetic forces, using the biomagnetic force to the external magnetic force. One way, you go to the magnetic field area, like a Glastonbury, like somewhere in some holy temple, some holistic places. It does heal because we call the ley lines, isn't it? Why we like to gather around the ley line? Because the ley lines it's a higher frequency, higher vibration, higher magnetic forces, and that is why traditionally, according to astrology, the temples are built under the planet impression areas in the earth. So every planet has their own vibration and frequency. And in astrology, it says if you have certain problems, certain skin disease or like bone disease, or you go to that area, go to that temple, and then worship, and then dip into the pond or have collect the herbal mud from there, and then you eat in a certain period, and then it disappears. It is because the magnetic forces, the energy frequencies, they always calculated with it. It is one of the way of healing people also. So it's not the healer, when you go there, they give you herbal to heal. It's not like that. They guide you to go that place, according to the vibrational changes. It is still happening. It is still in South India. There's a lot of healers. They work around with that. Then massage therapy, chromotherapy, working with the color, heliotherapy, working with the sunlight, different conditions and different timing. Either you need to be in the morning sunlight or in the evening sunlight, and how to work around with it. So there are 32 modalities there in the naturopathy and yogic sciences. It is a yogic sciences. So we scientifically study the yogic principles and philosophies to cure and to recover and to protect people's problems. It's a 6 years course, and it wasn't enough for me. I took 20 years to call myself as a properly able to help people. So that's a vast education to go through. It's a parallel course that we work on it. But the next one after Y, U is the Unani medicine. Unani is the medicine is completely written in Arabic letters, Arabic language, but still it is written in mostly written in India. So the people come from the Muslim background or Urdu education background. They study it. You can study it as well, but you have to study the Urdu language, which is going to take another lifetime. I avoided it. I go to I go to my friends who is skilled in that, and then different elements. Every medicine has its own skill. There are certain problems is where best solution you get it from the Unani medicines, and I agree with it. They are great. So just going into the deep science is very very complicated. And the next one is the S. S stands for Siddha. Siddha medicine is the oldest medicine of all the other medicines in this planet, which is called conscious medicine. When the medicine is being written in evidence-based, it's been scientifically written with like treating 10 people, 100 people, 1,000 people, evidence-based, you all understand. And it is a documented, then it become a Veda, it become a science, scientifically proven. So these herbs cures this problem. So they've created a patent, they created a syllabus, then it become a Veda. That is where the Ayurveda come from. Because it's a wide range of studies and it's written, and then it is syllabus, and it's been trained. But beforehand, even before Vedas, it was conscious medicine that I was talking about, the healer in the village. They will sit on your problem, they understand your constitution, and they meditate, and they go into the conscious connection around the nature, around the herbs, and around the elements, and they look into it. What is the right thing to do this person? What it is exactly needed? What is the root problem into it? So they will meditate inside you, they meditate into the nature. So they become a transmitters, and they decide what is the right thing to do for you. So that is the conscious medicine, which is Siddha. So all the healers are being very enlightened being in those periods. Very powerful people. I have one master myself too, but he never wanted to teach me. He lives around the mountain. The conscious people are like out of, according to our vision, they are out of mind, isn't it? But according to them, we are out of mind. Yeah, we are the unconscious people. So what happens is, you have to go and sit down with them. Sometimes he just decides and he disappears for 3 days, 5 days, weeks. Sometimes you don't come back for 3 months. So if you're really sick and you're waiting by his doorstep, he's disappearing for 3 months, what are you going to do? Because they don't care. They don't care about humans anymore. But he can go into the deep jungle where all the predators, the tigers, the bears, the wolf, like all the poisonous snakes and everything is there. But he's okay. He's part of them. And he comes back more lightened, more grateful. When he decides, then he might give you the therapy. When he decides, he may give a one little knowledge. But you have to wait and beg for it years to get that little knowledge from him. I screwed him for a while. Prove me you are a real yogi. And he says like, okay. He said like, why do I have to prove you? Get out of here. I don't want it. Don't come here if you want me to, if you ask me for something. He does like that. And then one day, somehow he gets snapped because we a few people ganged up. He said, "Do you want to see what is my skill is?" Here you go. So in his garden there is the cockroach he was learning. So he picked it up, and then he gave it to one of my colleague hands, and then he checked it. I said like, all good, is very healthy and very nice and things, and he asked it back. And then he went into his ear, he said something, and he tapped his head. And then he gave it to us. And we tried all the CPR to wake it up. Because it's completely gone. There's no breath. All the nadis are stopped, completely arrested. It's dead. But it's not dead. It's just completely gone. So we couldn't wake up. We are blowing in the mouth and then just tapping it and then shaking the water in it. Nothing helped. Nothing helped. And it took 5 minutes. You know, after 5 minutes, none of the species can come back alive, isn't it, once it's gone. That's what we've been told. So, and then we said like, oh, it's dead. It's dead. And then he He took it back. He tapped again. He said something, and he just jumped out of his hand and started flying. And then he back to the normal. There's nothing happened to it. The the animal acted as nothing happened to it. It's like that. So the 5 minutes, where it's gone, where it's been, and how it's been controlled. So those cities, the real people, they still have that ability. They still have it that I wouldn't call it control. They have the bondage, they have the conscious conduct between themselves into the all the higher self. So they don't manipulate. They play with it. The play of planet. Anybody read the book? The dance of the planets. Yeah, there are some books, really meaningful books, if you can see it. So they are able to play with it, enjoy themselves with all the five elements and all the spaces, which we can't see it and we can't accept it. So that's the time I really believed he's my teacher. And since then, he don't teach me anything. So that's happened, yeah. And then I moved to England. Since then, there's a lot of distance, but still in a deep meditation, in a conscious way, I do learn some stuff from him. They do train you without your knowledge, because they train in the higher consciousness. Once you are able to tap into the higher consciousness, you are able to learn from them. But when you get a little disconnected, it doesn't mean they stop teaching you, that we are not learning. We become blindfolded. So you have to again keep training yourself to connect into that plane. Then you are able to download and learn and accept everything. So there are many theories about. So that is Siddha. Yeah, we start from there. In the Siddha also, it's Vadam, Pitam, Kapham. They have it like Vata, Pitta, Kapha in Ayurveda, because the Ayurveda comes from the Siddha knowledge. When the language is given, when they wrote down all the scripts, the scripted version of Siddha is the Ayurveda, as simple as it is. So they both are like mother and daughter relationship, like that. So the knowledge traveled from tradition to the evidence-based education. And the another one is homeopathy. H stands for homeopathy. Everyone knows about homeopathy. Do you know why the homeopathy works, or how it works? Pardon? Like cures like, yes. At the moment, the current world, the best medicine is the homeopathy. The reason is, if you want to use the Siddha, you have to kill a lot of herbs and plants. For Ayurveda, you have to use a lot of machineries and killing and things happen. But in homeopathy, what happens is you just take the energy of the plant. You don't kill the plant. You take the frequency of it, and then you multiply into many medicines. So within a one little pin drop of the herbal leaf, you can treat thousands of people. So that much powerful the homeopathy, but we lost the essence of it. And now we are trying to create the potentiality in the machine, trying to feed the frequency of the plant, the medicine into the machine, and then put it into the pill and then giving it away. No need. We can still go back to the traditional homemade medicine. That's the best it's been. And there are a lot of trainings how to do that, isn't it? So that is the homeopathy. I widely follow it. My father is acupuncture, master in acupuncture. So since the age of 10, I was learning from him. And then my education, naturopathy and yogic sciences, acupuncture, acupressure, reflexology, the Varma, all part of the education. That's one of the drugless therapies, isn't it? And the special skill I learned from my father is the homeopuncture. So you dip the acupuncture needle into particular homeo medicine, understanding the person's need, and putting it to the particular point where it gives you where it gives you the healing, where it needed the healing process, the medicine, the needle, and the energy point, connecting the three dimension I still amused, and there's so many people came with in the structures in a wheelchair, and then they just catch a bus to come and say thanks and give a gift. He never charged money, but the knowledge has been passed down to me, and I'm really, I still haven't completed the education that I learned from my father, because I haven't, I closed down my conscious communication with the education side, but it is coming back again. And that's our practical lifestyle, isn't it? When you get married and having your children and migrated from country to country, there is so much understandings. It took me 5 years to accept this country's weather. Now I don't blame anything. I'm happy with the sun and I'm happy with the cold and snowy. See, that much is no matter you lived in a monk life on all the yogic principles and disciplines, but when you change, when you migrate, and you have to have a conscious bond, you have to create conscious bond. I forgot about it because the practical lifestyle, the stress with the children, with the family, and then environment, and the weather change every day. Every day is a new day in this country, isn't it? Yeah, a never-ending mystery. I started loving it. Yeah, very beautiful. So everyone is yogis in this country, to be honest. The one who lives happily. Exactly. So it's blessed to be here. Um, so the homeopathy is that kind of powerful. So when you combine all these medicines and what is the right thing, what is the best, like as I said, homeopuncture, using the homeopathic medicine, dip into the needle and putting into the particular acupuncture points. It has another level, another dimension of healing qualities. And then modern medicine also. Now everyone is like started knowing what is IV, what is the drip, and what is the direct injections, isn't it? Rather than taking pills and medicines, the IV is coming really wide range. And I went to the training because when there is a very in my knowledge, in my education as a doctor in yoga and naturopathy, but I applied all my certificates, and the Home Office accepted as a doctor. So luckily I got my degree in my passport. So my new passport, they gave me a doctor degree, which is a good thing, good start for me. Because before I have to be scared because there's alternative system of medicine. The system never exists in this country, so there's a lot of border issues. When it comes as a system of medicine, the humans are not human anymore. If you are Indian, that system works only there. You're English, so that you're studying as a doctor to treat the humans in a better place, but the borders doesn't accept those therapies. If you go to South India, a GP, there are 6 kind of doctors. The GP here, and GP like me, the Ayurvedic doctor, homeopathy doctor, Unani doctor, Siddha doctor. They have all their own chambers there. You can go and get treated, all of them, or whoever you would like to get treated. It is available. And it's legally accepted. It's legally running, at the moment it's running in India, which could be worldwide. Because medicine is medicine. It is for the better humanity. It can be widespread. So conscious people like you all are like me. So we have to start looking into those options and then get the rights to start treating, practicing. When I went to the IV training 2 weeks ago, and all the training they all talk about, there are nurses and healthcare professionals who worked in NHS for 30 years, 20 years, and they are start practicing privately the right way of doing it. And I said, he said, are you really doing right way? I asked her. Okay, so where are you buying the medicine? A pharmaceutical company. So who is selling the medicine? Where they come from, where they produce? And she says, no, it's just, you can easily buy it, it's available. Okay, so the vitamin C with the IV drip, with the injection, you are charging £200, aren't you? Okay, so how much is the calcium tablet to buy and give it to the person? and improve their digestive system, improve their absorption. Just give it. So, from 2 pound to 200 pound, you're jumping over by the name of alternative medicine, by the name of better medicine, isn't it? Isn't it a joke? And we are looking to follow it. So, who is winning here? The one who is already on top of our head. So please be conscious about it. I'm not saying you should not take IV, you should not take, it is very important. There's an incident 2 years ago. There was a completely dehydrated body. The water not going in, through the anal irrigation, through the enema, it's not accepting, completely blocked, toxemia is all over, the total body is like gone into fatigue, so it's not accepting anything, and gone into jaundice. That means the liver started failure, the obstructives happened, so the liver obstructive jaundice is created. That means any minute, any hour, the person is going to pass away. But the only way you can do it, what? You have to get the fluid into the body. You don't need any medicine. As long as 1 liter of fluid goes into the body, IV drip, and everything come back normal. I begged to go to NHS to do it because I couldn't do it. The reason I went to the training, because in an emergency condition, this system is very important. Anyone watched the movie called Who Am I? One of the Jackie Chan movie. It's an old movie, 1990s. So what he does is when someone had a snake bite and had a epileptic attack, so the only thing he need to get the fluid into the body. So he climbed up on the coconut tree and then dropped the coconut, and then the coconut water directly injected into his bloodstream to save it. It's 1990s, it's been saved. So the pure coconut water without opening, that is good saline water, good mineral, good nutritional water to our body. But as soon as you cut open to the air, the constitution changes within 20 minutes. So you have to drink coconut water within 5 to 10 minutes once it opened. Then it is the right constitution. When it is stored in the box, added on preservatives, and that's not a coconut water anymore. When the water is running, it has a life force. When the water is stagnated or stayed and contained or like, then it's not life force anymore, isn't it? So as long as that's what now the new product, the new machines they are creating, isn't it? The one, yeah. So to bring back to the life into the water, which is a good invention. It's a modern invention, the better, good invention. I appreciate it, at least, rather than drinking the container water, just do some whirlpooling and get the energy moving forward. These are a great. So we are living in a modern life. We have to find a way, consciously try to do something better, better thing. The hydrogen therapy is growing really well. The hydrogen mission, I looked into it. They're selling it for 2,000 to 4,000 pound, and there's a really good doctor. He's selling it for 200 pound, and he teaches you how to create your own machine. Yeah, his name is Dr. Yan. I met him last week. Yeah. There are a lot of great people. Where am I? The Ayush department. So in India, the concept today I'm going to talk about is the cancer cells. In 2022, around 185 countries, 186 countries, they did the documentation by the International Agents of Cancer Association. So the studies the studies they did, and they found the wide range of studies. There are 36 kind of cancers we have. It's not all the cancers are same. Sorry if you feel offended by saying the cancer and stuff like that, but that's the practical name, isn't it? What I call it, the cancer cells. Let's take it to the breakdown of the cancer is the one ideal name. If you go deeper into it, so it is a part of the body. If you go the part of the body deeper into it, it is a cell, isn't it? The cell which is angry inside your body and trying to hit the other cells. And sometimes they wanted to spread, sometimes they wanted to stay where they are and then survive and sustain and die and then go away. Same. There's a human body and there's 1,000 people in the village, so your body itself, a community, is a village. There are millions of cells living in there, and every cell has their life. Every cell has their soul. Every cell has their birth to death principles, disciplines, and experience. When you take it to the traditional medicine, what the traditional medicine is trying to teach you is not teaching you the whole body. It's the training for each and every individual cells in your body, giving you discipline, giving you the principles, and giving you the culture, how to live healthy, how to live in a harmony until the birth to death of the cells. So if the collective millions of cells have that discipline, have the principle, then you become a wholesome, and you become a well-being, the healthy, the harmonious being from the birth to death. And then the lifespan will increase. Each and every cell's lifespan will increase. Your lifespan will increase. As long as the cells are healthy, your body is healthy. Your body, mind, spirit is healthy. Without body, there is no mind, there is no soul, there is no emotions. So everything lives in the body. The sound body has a sound mind and it has a sound soul. And then you can go into the higher living. So the angry cells, we call it. When the cells are become uncomfortable, when the harmonious vibration, we call it the vibration, when the vibration is being switched in particular area, it can be any impact. It can be impact of your personal, interpersonal things or the stress. The stress has many varieties, hundreds of different types of stress. We call it like one label as a stress, but it's not all the stress are the same. Some stress comes and goes. Some stress hide inside and then it come out and show you and then go back in, hide and seek. Some stresses are stored deep inside from the trauma, from the DNA. It comes from your generations. It comes from the karmic imprint. It comes from the ancestors. The trauma can be converted into stored amount of stress. So when the cells receiving that and then they beaten up again and again and again, what happened? One day they try to stand up and they become angry and they start beating you inside out. So I call it angry cells. So you don't need to call about. So what you need to do those cells. Exactly. So if the child is angry, what would you do? You find a way, isn't it? There is so much education, yeah? How to change the angry children's behaviors, personalities, pattern. If the person is angry, what would you do? All we try to do is walk away. Oh, I don't want this trouble anymore. The same thing we're doing ourselves inside. We don't want to look into our inside selves. We are being ignorant. And what happened? They try to prove themselves. Okay, you're ignoring me. Look, I got my pack of community inside me. I can prove you that I'm stronger than you, who you think you are. There. So those getting to the body, mind, spirit, conscious, having the culture, having the discipline, having the principles, and trying to change them. So I'm talking about prevention. I'm not talking about you got the cancer and how to cure. We go to that. That's the next level. How to prevent those things. So day-to-day life, updating your body, mind, spirit. Day-to-day life, consciously communicating and using your sixth sense and telling each and every cell, I'm here for you. I'm okay. Just look at it like every individual little minions inside you, and how to make them happy, and how to give them a good bananas, yeah, give them a banana to your millions. That's a great way of dealing with it. If the cells are happy, the organs are happy, the muscles are happy, the joints are happy, the whole body, the system start running its own. But it's not like you're keeping them happy. It has its own body, so the body needs nutrition, it needs vitamins, it needs minerals, it needs the right amount of constitution, it needs the right amount of energy, and it needs the mind education. You have to train your cells, and you need your emotions. So it's from the uncomfortable emotions to the comfortable emotions. You have to switch them. I'm talking about the cellular level. So if they are angry, if they are upset, if they are stressed, if they've been beaten up, if they are having a trauma. So you have to maneuver them. You have to find a way to guide them into comfortable emotions they have. So they should be comfortable and happy to living in your body. And then moving forward to the spiritual level. So they have their own souls, little souls. The Golgi apparatus in the cellular level, which is called it as the soul of the cells. So just getting them to bring them their education to enlighten themselves, not to live in an angry body. They're not dissolving or dying with an uncomfortable way. Just having the peace of their own cellular minds. So having this all knowledge and just guiding them, practicing through day-to-day life, that will bring you the whole body harmonious happiness and vibration. And let's talk about the vibration. Now the sound healing is very widely going through. The sound healing we just know past 10 years, 20 years, isn't it? Longer, yeah. But the modern things going on. Yeah. So anybody been into the temples any time? Yes. So what the pujari, the priest do? Ding, 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 ding. Every temple has this special bells. Not all the temples are same bells. So the sound healing is being done. That's why people, when you are not feeling well, when you are uncomfortable, go to the temple and sit down and do prayer. Throw your uncomfortability to the goddess, and then they will do puja for you. They do the prayer, and they do the arati, the fire, the light, and they do the dupa, which is the air element. So we hand over our old things to somebody else who can do it, by the name of priest, by the name of pujari, or by the name of things. In church, you have the prayers, isn't it? You go, there's a little chamber, you go and sit down and talk things, and then they give you the holy water and holy blessings. It's all been passed down from another thing. It's all stolen knowledge, and then still it's been hidden. Yeah. But it's been ongoing. So you can do yourself those things. Having your ideal, and every day you go and surrender to that ideal, and just throw everything, and then raise the vibration of the ideal, and then that raise the vibration of yourself. I lost the track. So having the cellular level spirit, looking into the each and every cell's the spirit, and then giving them the blessings each and every day. Find the way. You have your own constitution. Nobody can teach. You can read hundreds of Bibles, but that's not going to work on inner selves. That's still you're taking into your head, and I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it, I'm going to work on it. That's not conscious. The conscious you have to let go, and then go deeper, go above, and go below. That will give you the meaningful conscious well-being. So let's talking about this spiritual level, each and every cellular turning from discipline to happy. So how to taking one step forward or one step reverse, how to keep the cells happy and harmony. So what are the basic principles and disciplines we need to do? So what we're doing now day-to-day life, you eat anytime. When you're hungry, you eat. When you get tempted, you eat. When you get given offered by somebody, you eat. Isn't it? You drink. When you're thirsty, you go and drink coffee or tea, something sweet or something sour, something the taste bud wanted. But you never drink water when you're thirsty. Because of the climate, the practical life we're living, it's always been, okay, have a tea, and have a juice or have a smoothie. The water is water. As soon as you mess with the water, then it's not water anymore. Even if it's a good herbs in there. When you're thirsty, just drink a water first, like a glass of water, and then you drink a tea or coffee or whatever you want. Then it is the right thing. So the body mechanism tells you what you need, but we stop listening to our own body. The thirst happens because the body needs water. But what we do, instead of like living the modern life, luxury life or prestige life, oh, I'm going to drink a cup of tea. Yeah. Which is okay. but just drink water first, I recommend. So in this way, having the well-being, like treating the right amount and right nutrition, like timingly eating, we lost. The first discipline, the most of the disease, 80% of disease occurs from the habit of mouth to anus. What we put and what we take out. How we put, how we take out. When we put, when we take out. So this is being imbalanced. When it has been imbalanced, like if you don't sleep for 2-3 days in a row, what will happen? We go crazy, isn't it? So the mouth to anus, we always been messing around with their system because they want their discipline. They want their, like the sun, you want it to rise in a certain time, the sunset needs to happen certain time. When the nature changes, we don't like it. Then how your inner system, your inner cells gonna like it when you feed? The nervous system, 70% of our nervous system, the functionality is being distracted by the irregular habits of what you eat, what you drink, and how you behave with your body. So it's always on a hypervigilance. Oh, I don't know this guy, what's going to feed me inside. Whether it's how much enzymes I have to choose, how much protein is going to come in, how much fat is going to come in, and what digestive juices I have to produce, and what digestion strength I need, how much blood I need, and how much oxygen need to go into the cells, the absorption, and then the liver where it need to pass on, and where it should be eliminated, which part of body the metabolism need to be passed on. So these all messing around, and how metals comes, how minerals comes. So they don't know. What if you have a discipline from Monday to Sunday? You have a fixed meal. This is the breakfast every day. Not same breakfast. It can be 7 different breakfasts. And this is the timing. And this is my lunch. And this is the timing. And this is my dinner. And this is the timing. And in between, this is the time I'm going to drink water. This is the time I'm going to drink tea. And having the very strict discipline, what will happen? So the brain knows 1 week in advance what is going to come, how much amount is going to come. So what your brain cells using 80% of energy, they're going to use only 30 to 20% of energy to work around the system. The rest going to be free. And they're going to look into all the other things that need to work down inside out. So this much we are going to wasting. This is where I'm saying, talking about the discipline, the principles of life, how to keep the cells happy. If the nervous system happy, the hormones become happy, the musculoskeletal, the digestive system, the absorption system, the assimilation system, the elimination system become happy, then the breath become happy, then the spine become happy, all the chakras gonna light up, and you're gonna suit up all the time. You will live in a high life, high on yogi's life, isn't it? Yeah. So there's a simple lifestyle modification. It changes, and then doing a fasting. Sometimes, oh, my body get toxic. Let's do the metal detox. Let's do the intermittent fasting detox. But it is not for your life. 6 days eat whatever you want and however you want with the discipline, and 7th day give a rest. One simple, like 2 meals avoid it. Dinner to dinner avoid it. Have a one particular juice, or have a just plain water. What happened? Each and every cells, whatever the whole week stress, the absorption from the interpersonal, from the environment, from the external, from the social behaviors, and from the spiritual, from the energy, from all the radiations and all the cosmic influences, all the solar flare influences, whatever it is impacting you inside within inner cellular level, and they're going to give a little break. So the de-stress comes out. Of course, you will be angry and grumpy. That's normal for the fasting because that's coming out. Instead of dumping into the cells, when you long time dumping these kind of stress, this kind of uncomfortable behaviors, and they're going to punch back in a bigger level. That's where it turns into angry cells. So every week you give a little space. What happens? They're all going to become harmonious. They become happy. So if you follow 6 months, once a week fasting, then you see the light up body, mind, energy level. Then you will look back, where is my problem? So it will disappear automatically. And that's one of the discipline. because 7 constitutions, 7 days. So you're giving a rest to each and every part of being. Within a 1 day, you will feel the big difference. But don't get addicted. Okay, I did 1 day, now I'm going to do 2 days, now I'm going to do 3 days. Oh, I'm going to do fasting for a week. And then you give up and then you go back to dumping your habits. Please try not to do that. That's one of the things. And then the nourishing. At the moment, we're living in our like a modern electromagnetic wavelengths in everywhere. So our skin, our subcutaneous, our nervous system, our nerve endings, our the 72,000 of nadis, everything is dried and impacted. So we are disconnected from the nature with the soap, with the cream, with all the things that we try to look good, yeah, look beautiful. What happened is they are dried up. These are the little dots are the engines, isn't it? It's working. You need to lubricate. We have 5 more minutes. You need to lubricate. So how you can lubricate with the nature? What is the existing lubrication? The nature oils, coconut oil, sesame oil, almond oil, olive oil. Just apply all over the body, oil once a week, and have a shower. Don't use any creams on that day. And you see the fresh mind, you see the fresh energy. And not to get complicated, the detoxification is very important. So do not get complicated. Have yourself enema kit in your house. And then see, even you go to the toilet, when you're in a nice normal day, and then you do the enema and see how much it comes out again. So we've been keeping it. So don't keep your colon as a septic tank, storing things all the time. The septic tank, you know, in the toilet, when there's a little poo sticking around, you make it clean because it's not good. You know how much you're keeping it inside? You have to test it yourself. Yes, yes. So we don't want those things sticking inside. Like urine, when you have a urination, just pause it. And then the cleansing procedures has to be happen. So the cleanliness is very important, especially the colon cleansing is very, very important. The enema, you know, the yogic enema, what they did? They go and sit in the river bank and they pull their colon out and wash it and put it back in. That's called colon cleansing in a traditional way. Maybe they had their power to do that. I haven't. But just having the ability to control your inner organs, that's what they're trying to teach. Yeah. But you are able to suck the water in through the colon. And then you do the little massage and you pass it out. This is the natural enema. That's why they go into the river bank and sit down and then it's not they really pulled out the colon. Well, I'm not sure. They might have done it. Yeah. They do all kind of magics, isn't it? Yeah. So let's close this way. So having each and every cells looking into the harmony and the right constitution, following the right discipline, the principle. So you create your own culture for the well-being and make sure every part of being is being looked after. So there is no angry cell. Make sure there is no angry cells in your body is staying at the moment. That is the prevention of cancer. That is the prevention of your disease. That is the prevention of your unhealthy lifestyle, the patterns. It's not only for the body, your mind, your emotions, and your spirit, all the levels. From your interpersonal to social to the environmental to all the species relationship, your inner cellular level is very important. Yes. Let me conclude from here. And any doubts or any questions? Let's talk for a few minutes and then we can go. Yes. Thank you. Please ask.
It was just to do with the fasting. So
yes.
Obviously, it's been kind of quite publicised that you do fast for 10 days, 12 days, whatever, carefully with,
yes.
And under the,
proper guidance, yes.
That, you can really recover from some quite serious illness.
Yes.
Do you advocate that is possible, or do you think if people are doing it once a week anyway, that they wouldn't get to that point where they need to do that?
Once a week is a prevention of anything to come. So if you did once a week, then you wouldn't need to do 10 days of torture fasting. But when you are in a sick, when you are in a condition, as a therapeutically, you must follow it. When you do once a week, you don't need to do anything like 1 week or 10 days or intermittent fasting or looking. You don't need to look for your positive health, positive well-being. When you are well-being, then you are not going to look for it, isn't it? Yeah, it's like that.
People do it when they're not necessarily sick, but
Yeah,
it seems to be a thing.
certainly. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe 3 days or something. Maybe 3 days.
That we call it like a religious fasting, like in a particular year of the day, in a Muslim culture, in Hindu culture, even in Christianity, you do fasting in a Good Friday, isn't it? Yeah, there are Buddhism has their fasting things. So every religion, they know according to the seasonal change, for the well-being of yourself, they did do some fastings followed up.
I reversed my underactive thyroid with that fasting.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so
Brilliant.
I no longer have an underactive thyroid. So I did fasted every day for 20 hours. I don't find I'm hungry till about 2 o'clock every day.
Beautiful.
And I listened to my body, and I took Brazil nuts, which is selenium. The thyroid, so I eat Brazil nuts every day. And I listen to my body, and generally I fast for 20 hours. I just don't get hungry until about 2. But every now and then I'll go 36 hours. I just listen to my body. Every now and then it will go 48. And then every now and then, I'd say once every 6-7 weeks, it naturally does 72. And I'll just go, I'm not hungry yet, I'm not hungry yet. And I won't eat until I'm hungry. And I don't struggle if I do at any of those stages. It's not a struggle. I'm not like, oh, I'm going to try and keep going. My body almost does it naturally.
Naturally, yes.
And I don't go, oh, I haven't fasted for 72 hours for so long. It just happens. And I just go, oh, I'm not hungry yet, and then I wait, and it does it naturally. My body's gone into a natural rhythm with it.
Beautiful. Yeah.
But yeah, I no longer have an underactive thyroid, and I don't suffer at all anymore. But if I'd have carried on with modern, because I was on thyroxine, and if I'd have carried on listening, and then and they always say when you get on it, oh, you're on it for life. That's right. And my mummy's on it. Yeah, my mummy's on it. And I tried to convince my mum, but she's on her own journey. But I did some research, and I thought, no, there are doctors out there saying, no, you can reverse it.
Reverse it, yes.
So our body is amazing.
There is no chronic diseases. There is no lifetime diseases in our being, because humans are amazing gifted species that you can adapt and you can evolve and you can revolve. You overcome from any complicated conditions, but we detached from it.
I think you're right as well, though, because I have, like, my fasting has stopped. I've naturally stopped doing it, and I've found that really interesting what you said, because I've been in a period of dispute with myself that why have I stopped fasting? I've been trying to then my 20 hours I do every day normally, but then my longer ones I've been like recently have stopped doing it, and I'm kind of in contact with myself as to why I've stopped doing it, and I've been going, I've started thinking I need to be doing it, so I'm not. But I think I've realised on your talk today that my body doesn't need to do these longer ones anymore, because I did it for a period of time because my body needed it. Yeah. And I have been going, why haven't I been doing it? I need to start thinking about it. But I think it's
because your consciousness stopped it, and it is doing the right thing, but your intellectual is taking over now.
Yeah,
and they're telling what,
why aren't I doing it now? But
exactly.
Your speech has made me go, that's why you're only doing it. You haven't done any longer ones because you don't need to do it.
No need to do it, yes.
My body fixed what it needs to fix through that process. So
keep listening to your consciousness.
Yeah.
Sometimes, of course, our ego or intellectual, they are like a triple minions. Who is best? I'm the best, I'm the best, I'm the best. They always try to dominate on the others. That's where the Rajasic, Sattvic and Tamasic natures, the gunas, 3 gunas we talk about, okay, sorry, we need to finish it here now. Thank you very much for listening. Let's close your eyes for a moment as a conclusion. Scan your body head to toe, from the head to face, neck, shoulders, up to the fingertip. The chest, the abdomen, the hip and pelvis, the thighs, knees, legs, ankle, calf muscles, the foot, the toes, tip toes. Allow the breath. Spread evenly throughout the body. Expand out of the body. Let the energy wide open. Calling the universe, chanting 3 Om and 3 Shanti. Inhale. 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 Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Say thanks to your body, mind, soul, thanks to the nature, thanks to the universe, thanks to your mother, father, guru, and God. Have a blissful day.
Yeah,
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you.